This is the heart and soul of the entire battlefield. People don't know it, but this is the last open attack field on the Fredericksburg battlefield. It saw a tremendous amount of action. This is really the decisive spot on the battlefield that determines who wins or loses a battle in December 1862. The cost was extravagant. There were about 5,000 casualties that occurred inside the slaughter pen farm. It was probably one of the most sobering spectacles of war, because the slaughter pen farm is so wide open, it's panoramic, that 5,000 bodies are evident to everybody, north and south. It gives us one of the most surprising axioms of the entire Civil War, when Robert E. Lee took a look at this field and said, "It's well that war is so terrible, or we would grow too fond of it." Normally you'd hear a statement like that from a person who was defeated, who would be making excuses. But in this case, this was somebody who had a completely resounding one-sided victory, and yet it was the damage and destruction that was the most sobering part. The plus side of a place like this is that it's also where people stood up, where they exceeded themselves. 5 soldiers earned the Medal of Honor in this field, fighting against overwhelming odds. The Union Army couldn't possibly win, but that didn't prevent them from doing their full duty here.
This whole area, I mean, just down the road, you've got Pelham's Corner, and so much happened just in this area.
It really is an amazing battlefield. There's something in the neighborhood of about 135,000 Union soldiers on this battlefield and 78,000 Confederates. This is, in terms of sizes of armies, the largest battlefield of the Civil War. And yet it's in a very restrictive, confining space between the town of Fredericksburg and about 4 or 5 miles of floodplain below the town itself. All that happens in such a small, confining area. When you think about it, the soldiers that are present here are, for a moment in history, the 3rd largest population in North America.
Wow.